Hi, class. Brandy. We made it to week 8. Good job. As far as social justice, my golden rule for counseling would be to treat others the way Jesus would treat them. It was interesting that the article that we read made the golden rule kind of seem self-centered and selfish, to treat others as you would want to be treated. They kind of reminded us that everyone comes from a different background. The way you want to be treated isn't the way the next person would want to be treated. You have to take into consideration their culture, their background, their hurts. I feel like Jesus would do this. He would see the person as a whole person, all encompassing of, what they desire or what they need. He would be able to speak to their need. I mean, what a beautiful thing. That's what we want to do as counselors, is to speak to our clients' needs and to be able to just talk with them on a level that they get, that they understand, that they're receptive to. The scripture that goes along with my golden rule for counseling is Philippians 2, verse 3 through 4. It's the NIV version. It states, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value each other above yourself, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of others." Kind of goes along with that, not looking at how you would want to be treated, but rather looking at how the person would want to be treated. The scripture then goes on to remind us to have a Christ-like attitude in our relationships, to think like Christ within our relationships. What does that look like? It kind of goes back to the what would Jesus do kind of thing. Reminds me of that. And I think that when we're in a counseling situation and we're trying to help others, or if we're trying to advocate or bring social justice for people, it's important to not just think about what we would want, what social justice looks like to us, but what does social justice look like to them, and how can we help them? I recently started volunteering for a women's shelter, and the owner asked me to research some ways to better help serve the women there. She wants to know what expectations should be placed on a woman who's been through trauma. What does the environment look like? Are they placing expectations that are just maybe a little too much for these women? And if they don't follow through with the expectation, why? It doesn't mean that that they don't want to. It might mean that they're not able to. So a way that I'm willing to take steps towards social justice is to speak for these women, to kind of be their voice within research and, all those other things that we have to look at. Make sure that they're being treated in a way that sees them for their culture, their background, what they've been through, and speaks to them in that way. So I'm really excited to do that. It's been a great 8 weeks, and I hope everyone does awesome. Bye, guys.